Imagine opening a classified government file, expecting routine intelligence reports, only to discover descriptions of towering pyramids, ancient cities, and humanoid beings living on Mars nearly 1 million years ago. It sounds impossible. Yet this is exactly why one declassified CIA document has fascinated millions of people around the world. For years, it has been shared across conspiracy forums, documentaries, podcasts, and YouTube channels. Some believe it's proof that humanity's true history has been hidden. Others argue it's nothing more than an unusual Cold War experiment. So what is the truth? Tonight, we're opening one of the strangest files ever released by the CIA. This is the Mars Mystery. The 1970s and 1980s were unlike any other period in modern history. The United States and the Soviet Union competed in every imaginable field: nuclear weapons, space exploration, advanced technology, and intelligence gathering. But behind closed doors, another race was unfolding, one that sounded more like science fiction than military strategy. Could the human mind gather information from distant locations without using the eyes or any known technology? This question led to a series of controversial government-funded experiments commonly associated with remote viewing. The goal wasn't to prove the supernatural. It was to find out whether unusual mental abilities could have intelligence value. Hundreds of sessions were conducted. Most produced little of practical use, but one report would become famous decades later. In one session, the participant received nothing more than coordinates and a time reference. The target was described as planet Mars, approximately 1 million years BC. The participant had no way to verify the location. Yet almost immediately, descriptions began to emerge: a reddish landscape, powerful winds, massive geometric structures, pyramids far larger than anything built in ancient Egypt. Then came the most controversial part. The participant described tall, thin humanoid figures, quiet, serious, almost desperate. According to the transcript, they appeared to be survivors of a dying civilization. Some were waiting for rescue. Others were searching for a new home. The session ended without any evidence that these descriptions reflected reality. It simply recorded what the participant reported experiencing. This is where many internet stories become misleading. The document itself is genuine. It was released through the CIA's declassification process. But the document is not a government conclusion that ancient Martians existed. Instead, it records one experimental remote viewing session. Scientists have not found evidence of ancient human civilizations on Mars. Robotic missions have revealed signs that liquid water once existed. Researchers continue to study whether simple microbial life may have existed billions of years ago. Those discoveries are fascinating on their own, but they are very different from claims of advanced civilizations. The mystery comes from the contrast between a real historical document and extraordinary claims that remain unsupported by scientific evidence. Sometimes the most intriguing mysteries are not mysteries because we know too much. They're mysteries because we know too little. The CIA file is real. The experiment happened. The descriptions were written down exactly as reported. Whether they represent imagination, psychology, coincidence, or something we don't yet understand, remains an open question. And perhaps, that's why this document continues to fascinate people decades later. This is Shadow Archives, where history, mystery, and forgotten stories meet in the dark.